When crossover SUVs hit the mainstream, the Nissan Qashqai was the poster boy, but alongside models like the Qashqai with this, the Kia Sportage. This crossover has been an integral part of the South Korean brand's success in the UK over the last few years, along with the Rio Super Mini and Picanto city car. With a minor facelift back in 2014, the Sportage is now in its third generation, and judging by the sheer amount of them you see on the road, it's clear to see that it's Kia's bestseller. I just want to start by showing off the Sportage's practicality, which is really important as some vehicles in this crossover segment tend to forget this and go for style over substance. The boot, for example, offers 564 litres with the seats up and 1,353 with the seats down, meaning it's bigger than the Honda CR-V. It's just a shame those seats don't fold completely flat. Still, very practical. Space back here is more like a large saloon than an SUV. As you can see, I've got plenty of space from head to toe, particularly important if you plan on going on long trips. Inside, the Sportage is pretty suave. It may not have the German manufacturing edge of Volkswagen or Audi, but you pay a premium for that anyway. On a whole, the materials used inside are very good quality and the dashboard layout is very logical. Standard Sportage models come with some really good essentials like Bluetooth and aircon. There's also luxury features like cruise control and some leather trimmings. The flagship KX4 model we have comes with a handy 7-inch touchscreen with sat-nav and a reversing camera, as well as a rather nice panoramic sunroof. There's even a parallel park assist system, which analyses your surroundings and steers the car for you, which is a bit strange at first, but it really does work. Right, that's enough of the robotics, let's do some actual driving. Just like the Hyundai iX35 it shares its blueprints with, the Sportage is very much built for comfort, with a supple suspension that's good for city and motorway driving. What it fails to offer though is high levels of engagement, as the steering lacks feedback and weighting. There's also a fair amount of body roll when you chuck it into corners, and the diesel engines can be quite noisy. But let's not be too critical. Let's not forget the Nissan Qashqai's hardly got the X factor when it comes to driving dynamics behind the wheel either. And in fact, apart from the Ford Kuga, crossover SUVs tend to struggle when it comes to excitement behind the wheel. Although there's an entry-level 1.6 litre petrol with 133 brake horsepower, it's the diesel engines that are likely to catch people's attention, and these come in two forms, a 1.7 litre and a 2 litre. With power outputs including 114, 134 and 181 brake horsepower, it's easy to find a diesel to suit you. It is a bit disappointing though that the most efficient engine in the range, which is a 114 brake horsepower version of the 1.7 litre diesel, emits 135 grams per kilometre of CO2 and claims to return an average of 54 miles per gallon. Still, regardless of that, it does remain the best option in the range. If you really want to spruce your Sportage up, then there's an all-wheel drive model available, and this comes with the 181 brake horsepower 2 litre diesel. This will allow you to explore the countryside a bit more, with the ability to split power evenly between all four wheels. There's also a handy hill descent assist feature. While the Sportage may lack driving excitement, its good levels of kit, impressive practicality and comfort definitely earn it a place on your shopping list of crossover SUVs. It's also cheaper to buy than the Nissan Qashqai and Ford Kuga. And let's not forget about Kia's 7-year warranty, which is worth a great deal in itself, especially if you're a family car buyer. But as the Sportage's Tiger Nose Grille won you over, let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more of our video reviews, feel free to click the link to browse our YouTube channel.